Have you heard about GMO, genetically modified crops, plants, or organisms?
I know.
Okay, so have you heard about GMO?
No, I've not.
Genetically modified crops or organisms? You've not heard about it at all? So have you heard about GMO?
No, not.
You guys heard about GMO?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you heard?
For me, well, what I understand about it is lab-made foods. Food that were not grown from the ground, were that obviously made from the lab and don't have capacity to reproduce themselves. I don't think it's good. That man-made, it's not good for you.
And it's actually really extremely, really bad because in an essence, it tends to limit the idea of growth and natural development and precisely natural genetics from growing.
There are so many people who do not even know anything about GMO. And then the few who have heard about it either have misconceptions or misinformation. Well, we're going to talk to a scientist today who is going to answer some of the questions that you and I may have concerning GMO. So stay with me. So I'm here with a scientist who is going to be talking to us about GMO today. Please, can we know you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Charles Oluwashijubomi. I'm a plant breeder and also an assistant director of research of the National Biotechnology Research and Development Agency.
Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you. So I have a few questions for you. Now, can you walk us through in simple terms what scientists actually do when they genetically modify a plant? Explain it to us like the layman.
So what scientists basically does is we look for a problem that can't be solved through a natural or too easily ways. Then we look for genes that can solve this problem from other varieties, and we go through a way whereby we can introduce these genes into that crop that needs that character in order to solve this problem. This is just a simple way I can explain this. Yeah.
All right. So my next question is, what does scientific evidence actually say about the safety of approved GMO foods?
Okay. So, before any GM food can be environmentally released, lots of scrutiny. It would have gone through lots of scrutiny, both in the lab and on the field. Plants Quarantine does theirs. The National Biosafety Management Agency does theirs. There are lots of questionnaires. There's a lot that is put in. But both allergenicity test, toxicity test, proximity analysis, when we compare it to the in silico, all this is being done before it is being released to the environment. And even the GM crops undergoes tougher scrutiny more than what hybrids undergoes. This gives us room to assure that they are safe.
And finally, what would you say, or is there a difference between, crops or foods from conventional farming and GMO crops and foods?
Okay, what GMO does is to make farming easier and smarter.
Okay.
Yeah, the end product is not different from what the conventional products give.
So no difference in taste, looks, or anything?
No difference. In fact, proximate analysis is done before and after. And if there is any significant deviation from the proximate analysis result, it has not been accepted by the varietal release committee. So there's no difference. In fact, GMO makes agriculture more smarter and attractive to the teeming youths. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. And hey, you've heard it from the scientists. So I hope this has allayed any questions or any doubts that you have about genetically modified crops. Be a GMO champion.